68. Day 68. You're saying, what does day 68 mean? Well, day 68 means 68 days in a row broadcasting on this lovely, fantastic, I thought I was going to say a different word, haps in the morning. Look at this. We're barely here today. We made it. No, we're here. That's the key. You got to make it, right? Get up, dust your boots, do it. Be a good little soldier, Michael. Get up and do it. And that's what you got to do every day. You got to kind of have a plan. You got to follow. And you have to have good friends like Rose who show up. Right, Rose? We show up. We got a plan. You know? What's your plan today, Rose? I know mine. I showed up. Sometimes you got to also just trust that the universe is going to help you. You know? And if you get knocked down, you get up again. Right? I get knocked down. I get up again. Whenever you don't I get knocked down. Colin, if I invite you up, can we play nice? I'm talking to myself right now. Not you. I saw you singing. What a great idea. That was fantastic. Did Randy end up singing? I don't know. I hope so. He's got a great voice. It's not whether you get knocked down. It's whether you get up. That's the thing, right? And whatever you do in this life, do not take yourself too seriously. That will be the death of you. And when I was younger, oh my God, everything was, well, how will this look? Will this hurt me? What will people think? Well, clearly I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter about the life you live if you save it all the time. If you end up being in worry all the time. If you start wanting to people please all the time. The trust, that's what you need to be ready for this day, this glorious day. And be kind to yourself and be kind to the people you love, right? Like we've got people in here right now that I love. We've got Colin. Colin's a great guy. You got to check out his channel. He's fantastic. He's going to be a god once he gets the bandwidth thing fixed. Earl's another one that needs his bandwidth fixed. So I promised someone that I would do this every day. So I have to follow through on my promise. Do you see that, sir? Do you know what that is? It's a spaceship flying near you soon. There you go. I will give you the details of this wonderful camera. Web camera. Here you go. This is the little booklet it comes with. And you can see it focuses pretty good. Now, this is the star of the show. This microphone right here. Everybody should have a Fafine. You know why? Because your life would be so fine if you had a Fafine. How did they come up with Fafine? I don't know. It's one of those things. Be very careful of the words you speak because they could harm the people you love. And be aware of the numbers around you. Like right now, I'm seeing a Masonic number, 33. 33 is super powerful. If you see 44, that's another powerful number. Good morning. Good morning. Look at all the good mornings here. Hi there. How are you? I see you. I'm focusing my energy on all the good mornings. All the good mornings. I'm sending you good vibes, good waves of positive energy. I want you to know that there is no ceiling. No ceiling to the potential you have. And we are a product of the thoughts we think about most each and every day. And that, unfortunately, is the hardest thing to understand. I've got my clicker out here. Do you know what life's really about, though? Being willing to receive the gifts and have a knowing that you are loved and everything will just turn out in your favor. The gods are conspiring in your favor. They really are. And never measure yourself to another person or another situation. Because even the very rich, like the filthy rich, right? if you're let's say your net worth is you have $100 billion, right? And you are insanely rich. You're the richest man in the world, right? And let's say some new race from another planet comes and they've mined trillions of dollars off the asteroids that are out there, because that's what they want to do, right? So he suddenly has $5 trillion. That 100 billion is like, hmm, look at me, all shiny and new. Look at you, super blue. So the things that we don't measure is our daily pleasure, right? I like that. The things we don't measure is our daily pleasure. You can almost write a song on that. Colin, write that down. Colin, there's your first hit. There you go. I'm going to have some juice. All right, here we go. It is not kryptonite in here. I swear to God, it's not kryptonite. It's good. Colin, can I tell you what I do like? That probably sounds horrible in the microphone. It's probably... How many of you guys do affirmations, right? You can do affirmations till you're blue. I believe in miracles. No, I believe in God. I believe in armpits. Where is Frasier the snob? No. Oh, well, it's a start. I'll work on it. Look at this. We're saying hello to each other in the chat. How freaking awesome is that? So this is 68 days of Habs. How many days have you guys been on Habs? Invite. I will. I'm going on a tangent, as I usually do, sir. And you have to say to yourself, is it safe to go in that room? Yes. Do you believe there is a hand of God? Do you believe the hand of God is reaching out to you and inviting Colin as we speak? Invite the user. There he is. If we have Colin up soon, guess what we'll have? We'll have two very smooth voices. Yeah. What do you guys think is the most valuable asset in the world? The most valuable commodity in the world? Do you know? I know, because I'm getting old. Time. Spend time with the people you love. Spend time doing things that make a difference. Spend time raising the vibration across the universe. Spend time nurturing yourself. Spend time in joy. Yes. Joy, bliss, abundance, unconditional love, connection. Right? The thing is, if you're just feeding your ego, that is something that will never, ever be full, right? And it takes so much energy to feed the ego. Hey, Colin, you there, brother? I see
Good
you.
morning. Good morning.
Good
I'm in
morning.
the
Let's sing. Let's do it together. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today, then, Michael? Everything well with the world?
I'm good. I don't think I'll attack you today. I'm feeling a little more balanced.
It's such fun. We like it. It's what we do best. So it's a good
I'm
day.
human. But I'm human. You know.
The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. Don't worry. I'm not off course. I'm going to be fine. You know. And here's a word of advice. Honest to God, if you know that you're going to lose it, like you're at your boiling point, there's this thing. There's this thing called exit.
Yeah.
Exit.
Yeah.
Hit that bloody button as fast as you can. Because the days of being able to go on here and rant like they used to, remember that was big? I think that was really big 10 years ago. People would come on and they'd swear. This is mostly YouTube, right? And they'd be so mad, like fluids would be shooting out of their nose and their mouth. And you'd be like, wow, look at that. An expression. Not necessarily a good one, but, you know, and you can't do that now. So, Colin, are we ever going back to the old way? They're now saying 2022.
That's better. 20. That's better. Now I have a better connection. I swapped connections.
Did you? See,
yeah, I was on ADSL and now I've gone via 4G.
Okay, well, you sounded fine on both. Does it make a difference? Okay.
It does.
I'm noticing lately, though, since the traffic is really busy on this channel, not our channel, not my channel, but I mean Haps, they're having more issues. And I don't think it's so much the structure of it, it's just so much traffic. Like, you remember when we used to come on back in the day, Colin, there'd be 3 or 4 people on, 4 or 5 people on. There's hundreds of people on all the time now.
Yeah.
You know? And we even used to have kind of a courtesy. Are you going to be on this time? Then I'll try not to be on at that. You're going to be on this time? Then I'll be on this time.
Yeah,
I don't think I think those days are done. I think we're going to see a whole bunch of people on here. And I think we're going to see some forms of chaos. But I've seen mostly love. Like Eric. Oh my God, man. What a beacon of hope. And you sent him my way, didn't you?
I did. And he was kind enough to point that out. He's a good soul. He's
connected to something. I have a dab of that. You know what I mean? Like I've got maybe a little bit of that sparkle on my toe. That doesn't sound right, does it? But the he's
I'd wipe that off.
Well, no, I'm trying to get more of it. Like Eric's got the whole thing.
Yeah, I spoke to Eric for about half an hour, and he's such a great guy. And I said, you really need to be in touch with Michael. And he said, yeah, I'll check him out. So there you go.
What was funny because I felt really pulled to coming into this one broadcast. It was a music guy.
Yeah.
And him. And I was drawn to him. And they were at 200 views. And I thought, okay, well, they must be doing the challenge, right? They've been on 4 hours and they were stuck. You know how that happens sometimes?
Yeah, all the time, I think.
And I was feeling like, oh, I don't want to go on. I don't want to do the song and dance. I don't want to razzle dazzle. Let's call Colin. He'll do it. We'll get. And if I get Colin in, we can do banter for 20 minutes. They'll go, what the hell were they talking about? But we get the views, right? And I thought, okay, we'll get 50 views. Well, you were nowhere to be found. Usually, I find if I just even think about you like this, I'll just you pop up. You end up there. You do. And that morning, it was early morning, I think. Well, maybe 11, 12. I don't know. But we got on, and it was phenomenal. The energy in the room, it was off the charts.
Yeah.
And we went from 200 to 400 to 600, and people were coming in going, I feel something. And that was Eric.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, certain energies affect each other in different ways. Like Colin to me is like my long lost brother. And Randy's my long lost brother. I want to kick in the knee sometimes, you know, like we all have.
We do.
Yeah.
But it works. It works. It's a strange combination, but somehow on some level it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that. Good morning. Is Fraser here?
Yeah.
Beam me aboard, Fraser. Beam me aboard. Where is he? You know, I miss the days. See, you got to be careful, right? Like I used to get really upset about all kinds of things. And now I'm like, not so much. Not so much. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. Can you see on your screen there, sir?
I can. I can't read it. It's not a lot. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. No, I'm really struggling. I haven't got my reading glasses on, to be fair.
I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source. I salute the source in you. Let us work together for unity and love. That was Gandhi. And Gandhi called up Fraser and said, hey, man, I need something inspirational. And they wrote that right there.
Excellent. And Richard Roberts in the house. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Richard. How are you, sir? It's always good. He's actually on YouTube.
I didn't know that.
Well, I can see it right here. Hello. Hello from the southern tier of upstate New York.
I'm still getting used to this whole broadcast experience. I didn't realize until you just pointed that out, but I now see the icons. I'll give you a laugh. Talk about humor. Last night I was doing a broadcast with Bannerman. Well, I wasn't doing it with Richard. I did a broadcast and Richard came on and he's told his story and it was really interesting. I'm trying to invite other people on. Nothing was happening. So it's like shouting out for help. Pablo, Pablo, help! Come and help
Yes.
me! Come and help me! So Pablo came in,
Yeah.
and he invited Ari in, and he invited John Powell in, and they
Yeah.
started to go
It
well.
started
And
rocking.
we couldn't figure out what was going
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. What
You
was
know
it?
what was going wrong? When you
No.
type the invite in the
Yeah.
broadcast, it shows up with a
Yeah.
red bar or a pink bar.
Yeah.
So I'm inviting people in and then clicking the pink bar. What a donkey. That uninvites them straight away.
Well, you know what? Sometimes in this life, no, but I think
Learning.
I think that's a good segue. Sometimes we let people into our lives and then we change our mind. But that's usually, after we tell them to go home, we go, was that smart? Was that dumb? Like, what am I doing?
It was a learning curve. It was a
Yeah.
learning curve.
No,
Much as
but this is complicated. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the time when the average person didn't have a cell phone and they didn't have a home computer. And I can remember I couldn't fix a computer. I couldn't turn a computer on. I can do all those things now, but it took a
Yeah.
long, long time.
learning
And they
curve.
could make it so easy if they wanted to replace things in cell phones, but they never will. They make it
Oh,
as
no.
hard as possible. They want you to buy a new one.
Mm.
Hussein is maybe one of the brightest people on HAPS. Hussein, I find when I listen or I'm around Hussein's vibration, my IQ goes up at least 5 or 6 points. At least 5, maybe 6. He does. He's a really bright guy. And it's like that. I'm not sure, so I may be a false prophet here today, but I think Hans is going to be doing a business broadcast today, but
Excellent. He's been missed.
Yeah, he is. Well, people were mean to him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
See, the thing is, guys like Randy and I, we're so used to smelling the poo.
Mm.
So we get used to it. We go, oh, yes, that's quite fragrant. Yes. What do you think, Randy? Oh, that's nothing.
A little bit bland.
Stop your whining, Michael.
Mm.
You're right, Randy. It's just poo. So I wake up most mornings and I get a little poo on my shoe. But you know what keeps me going, honestly? I get people who say to me, I can't watch you, but I can listen to you on the subway. So I listen to you on the subway and I hear Colin and I hear Fraser and I hear Randy giving you a rough time or giving somebody a rough time, or Randy, inspiring people. And he said, I never know what direction it's going, but I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I was like, where are you from? And he goes, well, I'm from New York. And I said, well, why can't you watch it? He goes, oh, you got to keep your eyes peeled, buddy. You can't be watching anything on the subway. You got to be aware of your surroundings. And I was like, really? And I said, why? And he says, oh, it's not the same anymore. Not that it was ever great at night, especially. But he said, in the morning now, there used to be enough people that you'd be okay. Where, he was saying parts of the city, there's 20% downtown. Wow. And buildings are vacant. Like, so COVID has done a number on some cities. Oh, Toronto. That's where I'm from, Toronto, Canada. Anybody who doesn't know that, but Toronto's the same thing. A lot of these buildings are empty. So we have the homeless trying to break in. I see, and I live in a beautiful area called Summer Hill, and they have all these specialty shops that are absolutely gorgeous. And you have to be filthy rich to afford any of that stuff. So I don't go in them. But their windows are broken all the time. It's ridiculous. And that never happened the first 6 years it came back, only since COVID. So
yeah, society is changing, but not necessarily for the better. Hasnain says, thank you for the great words, Michael.
I meant it. Like there was no backhanded compliment there. Like, but the thing is, people have to realize the most valuable thing we have is time. And if we can spend time with the people we care about and learning and expanding, it's great. And, Hussein is a good avenue. And so is Hans. And so is Ari. And I had a guest on, if you guys get time. Oh, I don't know if they fixed the video, though. You'd have to watch it on one of the other streams. One of the streams is 3 seconds, Colin.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
Yes. And it's got me saying a beautiful word.
It was quite interesting
It
because
well, yeah,
it was the
no,
following morning after we'd had our tete-a-tete,
yes,
and I thought, hang on,
residual
Michael's
energy.
blocked me. Michael's blocked me. He can only see 3 seconds of this. I thought, okay, I need to step in there and say, "How's it going, Michael? How are we? Are things good?" I thought he's blocked me, and I can only see 3 seconds. But
He gets
apparently
three
that was
seconds.
the
That's
case for
it.
everybody. Yeah, it was
Three.
weird.
That's right. I'll give you three. That's it.
I watched it 10 times. I saw 30 seconds.
Please, please, please. Everyone, watch it at least 10 times. Thank you. I would appreciate that. My numbers will go up. But
Yeah.
I want to celebrate something, and not that numbers are everything, but
Our
I
phrases on
just
form. Phrases on form. Look at the comments.
see. Let's okay. Let's
You've
look
got
at
a
it.
meme there or something.
Yes, yes. This is perfect. That's exactly right, Frazier. That's what it's like. Except the thing is, one of those is right up my nose. You know what I mean? And you go, "God, something in my nose." Oh,
I try not to get
true
quite.
story. True story.
Go on.
I'm having this beautiful conversation
Okay.
with Space Gal. Really emotional.
Oh, Elise, yeah. Yeah.
I'm almost crying. I'm literally that close to crying.
Okay. Right.
I'm getting misty, and I'm like, oh God, what is wrong with me? Something's wrong. What's wrong? I'm over emotioned. And then Randy messages me and goes, Michael, in your left nostril, there's a huge booger.
That will do it. That will break the pattern.
And so of course I have to look, and I'm going, oh my God, he's right.
Mm.
And she laughed and I laughed, but none of this stuff is ever going to be perfect, right?
No, of course not. It's not designed to be. It's
No.
designed to be real.
And well, someone yesterday called this an experiment. Yeah, does this feel like an experiment to you?
This
A
is
social experiment.
This is like home. When I get up in the morning, I put
Yeah.
apps on. Before I go to bed at night, I'll turn apps off. I'm doing various stuff in between, but it may be muted. It may be a case of I'm listening in the background while I'm working. But yeah, this isn't an experiment. This is real. Well, it's real to me.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. So, we either have people who really embrace this format or just don't like it. And the ones that love it seem to be, it's almost like we put up with the shortcomings of our family.
Mm.
But even the other day with the 3-second video, it still went on Facebook. It still went on YouTube. It still went on Twitch, and they
The
were
whole
perfect.
show.
It was perfect.
Excellent.
So, but I was actually very proud of that show. And Brian was amazing. He talked about, what was it? He talked about his Xbox, which I thought was hilarious for almost 40-year-old man. Because I asked him what his favorite purchase was during the lockdown, and he said his Xbox, his brand new one. And then we went from that into talking about space, and they loved and Mars, and all I kept seeing in the comments was, "Thank you for not talking about crypto. Thank you. Thank you so much."
Well, I got a little bit confused there because I'm sort of listening to you and reading the comments, and I thought you were talking about your ex's box, not an Xbox.
Yes.
Rehab says, "Are you saying Space Girl was making you moist?"
Yes. Well, and there's always upgrades, right? Yeah,
Oh,
but everything costs. You got to be careful. There we go. So, are you saying Space Girl was making? Oh, Jesus! I almost read it.
I just read that out, Michael, and you didn't hear a word I said, did you?
I heard that. I thought you made that up yourself.
No,
I did.
No.
Space Gal, you're wonderful. You know what she said today? Well, actually, it was yesterday. She said to me, she goes, if I'm not jiving with someone and there's a whole bunch of drama, they're not in my world. And I thought, that's a good piece of advice. If there's too much drama, move on. Don't jump into the drama.
No, why would you?
Right?
Makes no sense.
Have you tried any of the other experimental platforms that are out there right now?
I haven't, to be honest. I mean, I was on Blab a few years ago. I mean, a lot of people on here were in Blab. So, I mean, it's like regrouping with a lot of old friends. But no, I haven't tried other platforms.
So Richard says, I have to pass on the invite, Michael. I've already put a nail through my toe. this morning. So I've already had my painful situation. Thank you for the
I caught,
offer.
I
Yeah,
caught your replay though, Richard. I did watch it. I did watch your replay. I missed you by
Richard's
about
amazing. You
20
know what?
minutes.
We should tell people about Richard. Richard comes on in the morning, I think around 6 to about 6:20, and he does some what we would call real content, real meaning, real thought provoking, kind of like the message in here, right? Which I think we should read again. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source. I salute the source in you. Let's work together for unity and love. You know, and we have that, and then we have memes of poop in my head. You know, like this is the broad spectrum of
Do you know? Oh wow,
of this show. We go deep, and then we hit the curb. This is how it works here.
that
It's
is
one.
how in tune we are, Michael. You know, I was literally just about to say about the broad spectrum. A few minutes ago, you said something and you said write it down. As I was typing in the comments, write it down. At the same time, that's twice in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
Wow,
but we're all connected, right?
we are
Yeah.
100%.
So please, people, and I'm not saying my folks, because I know most of the people in here are beautiful people, but when people are starting to go on these channels, you know, and be Periscope or Twitter or Haps, especially Haps, you know, they're terrified to get on the microphone. All it takes is the slightest bad negative comment and they're running for the hills. They're deleting it. They're never coming back. And I think everybody is a beautiful expression. Everyone is, you know, authentically unique. Just be yourself. Yeah. Hi, Mark. 420. How are you, Mark? Would you ever come up if I ever gave you warning? Mark is one of these guys that is a hard worker behind the scenes, helps so many people, unbelievably so. And he's genuinely kind. You know, he helps out Shiny Hippie. He helps out Donna. Like, there are so many people that need to be more like him. I've invited you. If you want to come up, that's great. You can even talk in the background like Colin does. I would much rather in the future, though, buddy, where we have you crystal clear, high definition, 4K. And we could always that's just a notification. I have those all the time in my broadcast. Things clicking and binging, but it means there's activity. It means there some people care enough to message me. I meant the kind words. Like if I say something on here and it's a compliment, I really genuinely mean it. Like we're trying to build here. Oh, here he is. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. He's having problems here. There you go. How are you? Do you want? Is it okay if I show you? We can show you, right?
Yeah. I'm fine. I've gone live before on, I used to do the Periscope and stuff. And here, let me see if I can switch my camera though. Yeah, now you can see my backyard and
I like
sunshine.
That. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So,
oh, I'm on low battery, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, if you crash, I won't take it personal.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'll be back in a second.
I love the idea. Can I use that as an excuse if I go in a broadcast and go, I have low battery, so I could be leaving any minute. I wish you well.
This is Tiger, who I take care of.
Good morning.
Yeah. So
this is the outdoor cat, Tiger.
Yeah. Oh, hi there. How are you? I didn't even know there was a cat there. I'm like going. He's just showing us a pile of crud here. What is?
No,
it's really well organized.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, he's got all this beautiful scenery. I'm seeing an old Coke box. It looks like his garbage bin there. So,
take care, Richard. Have a good day.
Yeah, you've got a beautiful setup there.
No, this is just outdoors. This is, it's like my family. It's actually my ex-wife's house where I stay. So that's a long story for another time.
Okay, will it be in the book?
Yeah, right. I should write a book. I was recently in Miami New Times. interviewed me about an article for felons who were convicted just of cannabis crimes being forgiven or whatever, getting their
Yes.
records expunged. So anyhow, Miami New Times interviewed me for that, but they also did a story on me in 1996. So I'm pretty much out in the public, I guess.
Well, it's a different world now. Like in Canada, there are so many shops. Like, and I live in a beautiful area, and there's no way, even 5 years ago, you would have a place where you could buy weed, and people are lining up. They're lining up at these shops, and there isn't, and there's like it's crazy. We have them everywhere now. So the government is making money, which is smart. It might help with the debt. I wish they had, and how many really super famous, high productive people that are behind the cameras and everything else that do weed all the time, like chronic.
Exactly. So at least now, they've made a lot of strides as far as for medicinal.
Good morning, Randy.
And
Good morning, Randy. Yeah. So can you show me some of that scenery again? Because I'm right now freezing. It's snowing.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure out how I did that. Okay, I hit this button here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Come over here. I may lose signal and my battery's low. And I'm
yeah, it's okay. But I have this. Oh, look at that. See there? Everybody connect to that. That is the greatest source of light right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the sun.
The sun. Without that, we're not doing too well. You got a lot of space there, man.
Yeah, this is a nice house. My ex-wife bought this house, I think, in 2001. So, but I rented the upstairs, so I've been living here, for a couple of years. She's just really cool. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. It sounds like you could write a beautiful book, and it sounds like there's. So is that where you get all the empathy from? Is you've come from the land of hard knocks?
Well, no, not just. I mean, I don't even look for for the empathy. It's just something that happened. You know what I'm saying? So, it just. I got more into activism. I got to do legal work. I became a jailhouse lawyer when I did my time. So I learned a lot of stuff. But I mean, that was 20 years ago. I've been home, since 1998. So that was a long time ago.
It's funny when you said jailhouse. I was thinking of Jailhouse Rock by Elvis.
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, my stepfather was a criminal attorney. My stepbrother was an attorney. His wife was an attorney. My mom was a teacher, but she was also New York State Board of Education dropout prevention coordinator. So, but then when she retired, she became a paralegal. So I was always exposed to all the law stuff. And then when I went away, that happened. Oh, wow. Now I can see comments too. All of a sudden popped up.
Yeah.
I can see comments. I see Julia and Randy Horton. Hey. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, right now we've got Space Gal. She beamed up very slowly. There she is. Yes.
All right, I'm going to drop down and listen because my battery's dying.
Yes.
Thank you for the invite. It's always good, and I'll come up another time when we can chat more.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Make sure you have a full battery next time, and I'll go deeper.
Thank you.
Okay.
Much love. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you for being so open. That was great. I loved it.
Take care. Have a good day.
All right.
Mike, Blues Brothers ran through his mind.
All right. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful there too. It's a great life. There you go. Thank you. There you go.
It's cloudy. We had a front come through.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd take that cloudy right now. I've got sunshine.
How about a swimming pool?
On a cloudy day. Right?
Yeah.
When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May.
I guess you'd say Space Girl is here today.
How
are you doing?
Space Girl.
2 mornings in a row.
Yeah, unbelievable. So have you thought about the cake analogy at all? Because I had people message me after that. I had someone say, well, first of all, I enjoyed your booger, but I was so close to crying. I really was. That's the closest I've been since I've been on. I've been on 68 days now. How many days have everybody else been on consecutively?
61 today.
I've logged in 67 days, but I didn't start broadcasting until a few days later.
Yeah.
So Christmas Eve my first broadcast.
Yeah. Randy, how many days you've got in? Randy was already rolling before I even had
Yeah.
my first. So he's probably a couple weeks before me. Man, we saw a lot of glitches back then. Oh lordy.
Yep.
We got through it together. There was a few holes in the boat, but we
So
We're bailing out left, right, and
Pablo
centre. That's the bucket.
today, Pablo said something today about for tutorial, it's going to show us how to make the print larger.
Oh, okay.
We're supposed to be able to change the size of the print or
Good morning,
something.
brother Michael. Viking.
I don't know.
Oh,
70+ days.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I think that's wonderful. We can you're breaking up a bit. Is she breaking up for you? Yeah. Colin, is she breaking up for you a bit, or is it?
Unfortunately, yes. You're clear as a bell.
Okay. Watch. We'll fix this problem. Hang on.
All
That's
right.
because I'm on my phone. I hate using my phone. I'm going to go to my computer. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Thank you, dear. Wonderful. There you go.
Randy says he's been broadcasting for 70+ days.
Well, Randy spearheaded my experience here because I wouldn't even known of Haps. And I think, he also got me on Twitch too. And I love now that you can easily connect to Twitch from Haps. So like I was telling you the other day, that the 3-second business chat that I have on Haps is thank God on Facebook, thank God on YouTube, and thank God on Twitch. But I always find the clearest broadcast is usually Facebook. Isn't that wild? So
it is wild. But tell me about Twitch. People keep talking about Twitch. I keep hearing about this Twitch.
But well, we talked last time and almost had smoke coming out of my ears. But Twitch, and I meant this, if you really want to build something, Twitch. And I even said to my wife, I said, Haps I love. My family's there. I love the people there. The community is fantastic. Some people are calling it an experiment. It's a lovely experiment if it's an experiment. Okay. The first thing that came to my head was like experimental drugs. This is like a beautiful experimental drug. So Space Girl's back. But Twitch, because it's owned by Amazon, will be solid.
Right.
And you'll be able to, let's say you build something, Colin, in 2 years, you'll get money from the ads. They pay you for the ads. Wow. Okay. See, guys, high definition Space Gal. There you go.
So much better.
You cannot cross broadcast if you're an affiliate.
Yeah, I'm not an affiliate.
I'm on a Twitch. I know Randy is. So until they get that RMPT, when that's working, then we can.
Yeah. So, but for me, I'm nothing. I'm getting like 3 views, but I'm just happy it's on there.
Well, Twitch, they would have to have a license. You can't play music on Twitch. So you have to have a music DJ license. I
love her knowledge on this stuff. She's
I'm an affiliate, so I left Periscope a little over a year ago, went to Twitch, got my affiliate in like 2 weeks.
Let me ask you, Alicia, why did you leave Periscope? Did you have a feeling it was going?
Because they took my badge away. They took my badge away from me and left me as a super broadcaster and kept paying me, but took my badge away from me.
Right.
How do you lose your badge?
Well, I had someone that was actually impersonating people in my broadcast. They were impersonating a professional NASCAR driver. And they got caught. My first broadcast, which is still on Twitch.
Yeah.
We knew who he was. I never said who he was.
Yeah.
I never said where he lived. I didn't dox him, but I did do a broadcast saying, I know who you are. I know where you live. You're not a real person. But we actually had someone I have friends in North Carolina. I have friends that work in the NASCAR industry. So one that works in NASCAR industry, she verified it wasn't this driver. And then someone actually went to his office and we knew he wasn't real. And people, he was going to get me to go to Georgia.
I have a question, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, my question for Space Girl is, They only mute the replays on Twitch. You have the Flash, DJ Everett, and 20 other DJs I listen to on Twitch. They all play music, so they just mute the replay. You can play music on Twitch. That's the advantage of Twitch. That's why all the DJs are there.
Yeah,
and they mute the music out of your broadcast.
Only on the replay.
Yeah. Well, they don't.
I mean, then you're not going to get any review plays.
Yeah, but you will get the initial
that's not
live
true because
broadcast.
like Flash broadcasts, Flash makes over $100 every broadcast he does because people give him bits or subscriptions, whatever.
Right.
As well as DJ Everett and most of the other DJs I know, some of them have 1,000 people, 300 people on a live view. So all I'm saying is it's misinformation to say you can't play music on Twitch because you can. Your replay will be muted. That's all. So I mean, for some, that's not a problem.
Yeah, for some it's not a problem. For some, it's not a problem, I guess. Yeah, I, if you want, but that's not the way you do it. Because if you have it in your background and you go back and it replays, because then you're going to get messages saying you can't hear music in your broadcast.
Well, I don't know.
Have they can't hear you.
Have you checked with any of the Golden Squirrel Award winners, like DJs? Say DJ Everett. Ask him if he has any problems. He's been on Twitch for months. He loves it. That's all right,
but the point is that if I'm doing a broadcast and you have music in the background and I'm streaming, that part is going to be blocked out. So for us type of streamers, if you're all music, then your whole broadcast is going to be blacked out. So
some DJs don't even bother to put the replays up. They play for live. DJ Everett's on almost every day. There is no need for a replay. All they're doing is playing music. So they don't need the replays. Your broadcasts and other people's are different. So all I'm saying is to say that Twitch doesn't allow music was wrong. And I guess I'm on coffee, so I'm a little hyped. I'll drop back down. But that's all.
No, don't leave. Just relax. Okay. Relax. Just let's breathe together. We can do Listen,
no, I got what he's saying. They don't care about their replays, but
Space Gal is delicious cake. We talked about this yesterday.
Oh, I love Space Gal. I love her. I learned so much from her.
She's delicious cake. Looking for some nice icing.
Great. I love Space Girl. I love some of her community. The people that are I only find her community because she's got a good community. You know what I mean? There are people that don't go into. I go into broadcasts that people don't come into.
Right. Yeah, and that's how I was able to get my affiliate so quick, is because my community followed me to Twitch with great fighting. Because
why am I losing my picture here?
Yeah, they weren't happy when I moved to Twitch.
Mark, you know what I always say?
There's a lot of resistance on Twitch because with the emotes, and it's very different for a lot of people. It takes a good month for people to adjust to Twitch if you can get them to come.
Dude, I was on there a year and they were still bitching.
Yeah, so and you do an amazing job. I love Twitch as the application, but I like to watch you there. I love all your, the space NASA stuff and everything. Yep. And you're definitely one of my favorite broadcasters, even if I'm not always there.
No,
I follow Donna and things.
Yeah. So, Mark, would you say you're an extremist because you follow all the the earthy stuff, but then you also got the punch. You've got a little bit of feist in there, a little pepper, a little spice.
It's the caffeine, but I could get a little too activism mode. But,
yeah, I saw that. But can I just say one little thing?
Good morning, Will. Sure.
So one of my favorite DJs, he gets a few views. His first name is Smiles and then something else, but he's wonderful. I love watching him.
Right.
He gets so into it. And every once in a while, his wife will come down and basically tell him to stop.
Well, even like DJ Everett was doing it every single day. And I think finally he realized that maybe he should take a day or two off, So this is Maui Cat.
Yeah. But explain that spiritual side and then...
the activism side?
Well, the punch drunk, I'll knock your head off side.
Oh, I don't know. I just, I guess I get just, the argumentative, it's a little lawyer in me or whatever. I start to argue the point. I should have been a defense attorney or something.
Good morning, Pilot Mike.
Pilot, that's Colin. That's Mike's one of my guys.
Oh, right. Good morning, Mike. I'm just in the cheap seats. I'm the token Brit.
How do I go here? Show live. There we go.
But I'll tell you, I've always wanted to be closer to Space Gal, and I always felt like she was blocking me, you know. And yesterday we had this wonderful conversation. I almost cried on air. I got close to tears, and then Randy texted me.
2 mornings.
And then he texted me about the booger in my left nose, and that was. He said, I can see right up your nostril. You got a giant booger up your nose. And Space Girl thought I was laughing at her while she was spilling her guts, and I couldn't contain myself.
Yeah.
And he was right. There was. I parked something up there. But you know, I got a big nose. You know, you can find things up there. There's my watch.
You got to remember, I have insomnia, so sometimes I'm up till 4 or 5.
You have a good day, you have a damn good
morning, and I go to sleep at 6 when you're coming live. So that's why I miss you so all the time.
But Mark would always help Donna.
Yeah, I follow Donna a lot.
Yeah, and I thought you two were married because anytime I got in, you were on it.
No,
and I was like, her husband's on this. Okay, here we go. And I was,
Mike's a wonderful guy. I know him.
But anytime I used to get in, and you were always looking, I think, for trolls.
Well, she has me moderating, and I don't like, you know, sometimes there's so much BS on there or whatever. So if somebody comes in and they say the wrong thing, I'll take them out quick as long as I'm not sleeping, you know. Sometimes they do fall asleep. So.
Oh, I like this. It says, hi, Mike from Southern Italy. It's nice watching people from all over the world. You know, that's the thing. And I don't know if you have noticed, but Haps is really starting to get traction.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And there's almost a real beautiful love vibration going on. And then there's also the other stuff. You know,
I'd like to see them just clean up the user interface just a little bit, and I think it would be a lot better. Just the stuff on the bottom that I see, you know, like where it says menu, react, share, fill, mute. I think it could all be just like in a pop-up instead of across the screen. Especially if somebody has a small screen.
Is there a reason why it's so bandwidth hungry? That's my question.
The quality.
That's another thing they're working on all this week. Is the latency and the quality. Yesterday, Pablo and Peter were talking about that. All this week, they're working on latency because they even see the issues. So they want to get that fixed. Periscope, Colin, Periscope went through the same thing where it ate up our bandwidth at one point when they were doing all kinds of upgrades, when they integrated the, when people would come up, even when they came up or they were able to take their face away, still used. It's just something that takes time for them to get narrow that bandwidth down.
I hear what you're saying. I'm just curious as to whether the latency being fixed will reduce the drain on the bandwidth still. You know, is the latency a result of the massive drain?
If Randy's here, I think Randy could get more in that. I think that has with the line coding and stuff like that with the bandwidth.
I mean, I don't mind sitting down in the back here in the dark, but, you know, I'm trying to get out there a little bit more and join Michael and the guys. But my bandwidth, you just won't handle it.
Are you using less bandwidth because you're not using video side of it?
Yes.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Okay, because on Periscope, if you didn't use the video part, you still use the same bandwidth. That's the difference. It never changed on Periscope. They never fixed that issue.
Okay.
Because your videos actually was still playing. It just had the little bubble with the bar that bounced across.
The weird thing with this platform, which I love and don't love, is sometimes you're going to be crashing and bashing, and then you look and Facebook, it's seamless. There's no dropouts. There's no fuzz. There's no break in, break out. There's none of the freakazoid robots where the voices sound garbled. Yeah. It's weird. So it depends on where it's streamed out to. Twitch is crazy clear from Haps. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it.
Twitch, now mind you, it depends on the more you stream on Twitch, you actually gain up to 1080. You don't have 1080 at first.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You that one the codecs and the JavaScript is the problem, not the optimized for mobile.
See, I don't understand that, Randy.
See, I don't
I'm
know
always running
about
from my
the
desktop. I'm always running from my computer. I'm not running from a mobile. So I mean, I don't understand why I struggle so much.
I struggle
Randy
too.
said the codecs and the JavaScript is the problem, not optimized for mobile use.
Mark, you're sounding like the Great Oz right now. There's an echo in the back. You shall listen to me and obey. That's kind of
no. I was reading what Randy Horton said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feed me, no, pet me, love me. And I don't know if Vito is still here, but Mike said he hoped you're not near Mount Etna. Mike, you can't reply to someone from Twitch or YouTube or Periscope. They can't see when you reply to them. That's why they need to come over to the Haps World.
Yes, and Space Girl, that delicious cake. Just looking for some icing. How are you today? I'm going to get a shirt. I'm going to get a shirt made up, and then she'll give me that look each and every time.
What the hell?
What happened?
Are you serious? My son got his income tax back, and it never said, wow, he just got a direct deposit.
Yay.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow. He's going to be
I
happy
love it when that happens.
Up and sees that.
Happy day.
Oh, happy day.
The IRS signing up the
happy
JavaScript
day.
also brings utilized from several sources which affect older PCs also.
Mystery solved. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that.
Randy's the man. He's the man with the plan.
I knew he could answer it. Yeah.
Well, he's got there's a lot going on with Randy that people don't know. He knows a lot about IT.
A man of many parts.
Yes, many hearts. It's all good. Yes, and anybody who's willing to call you and text you and tell you have a booger in your nose is someone you want to keep in mind.
That's a real friend.
There's true friendship right there. Yeah. Like not many would do that. They'd just let you suffer there. They'd let you suffer.
Michael, do you use a phone?
No.
No
phone.
Why don't you bring your cam up higher?
If my room right now looks like a bomb went off in it, so that's why you have that. You would be horrified. It looks not good. There's so much crap in here.
Okay.
That's why that makes sense. That's why I use vMix, because I can zoom in and move pan to the left or pan up or pan down. Whatever.
Yeah. You'll notice when I've cleaned my room that the view is totally different. So I'll go, oh, Michael cleaned his room again. There you go. So what's wonderful is yesterday I decided I was going to get rid of a bunch of stuff, right? And have you ever done that? You pull out all the boxes, get all the crap out. I still have all the boxes pulled out.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's and it's got kind of, I look like I live in a storage unit look right now. So I'm just right now it just looks peaceful. See, it's the illusion. Everything about me is illusion. See, do you see the halo?
But the plan is there, Michael. You've got the boxes out. The plan is there. That's what I say.
Well, the boxes are below.
No, that's
right?
the plan. Yeah, that's the plan.
If you have to do that, do I use it? Do I want it? And do I love it? Because if you don't love it and you don't use it, you need to get rid of it.
Are we talking about relationships?
No.
Friends?
Well, that too. No.
No.
Hey,
okay.
Benita.
Yes.
A great phrase. A great phrase to use when you're cleaning house. If you just walk around and you say, "Does that belong?" Works great. Does that belong? That's all you got to say.
My God, I clear out my whole house. Then you need to go. 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 And go. But I have nowhere to go. Well,
I did my son's
Space Gal told me and called me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but Space Girl's very big on cleaning. I know. She's immaculate and very organized. I remember hearing that from you.
Yeah, I got a no CD.
I wish I was.
And I did my son's closet 2 days ago, and I got 2 black bags full of garbage out of it. And I haven't even got started.
I'm not letting you near my room. There'd be nothing left.
It was clothes that had been hanging up in his closet, and he's gotten new shirts and stuff. So I just went through all that and just.
You can go the other way, though. I've got an ex-wife that would go around and say, well, the kids haven't rode their bikes for a week. Let's get rid of them. You know, if you haven't used it, my grandma used to say, if you haven't used it for a year, then it can go. But if you want to use it, hold on to it for a year.
Correct. And these clothes he just bought bigger T-shirts. So he didn't need it. He didn't wear it, and no one else could wear them. So.
But Space Gal, I'm one of these people that fluctuates in weight a lot. So I'm right now in the mid zone. I've been heavy. Yep. I'm in mid, and I have clothes for Skinny Mike. Which I've not gone near for a very long time, and I'm in the mid Mike look. But if I wear the other stuff, it looks like I'm wearing somebody else's pants. So
well, not mine.
You know what? If he works, he can buy new clothes if he loses weight. So his clothes are getting bigger and bigger at this point.
Is he working out?
My son?
Yeah.
No, he's a gamer. And he works. You better realize
he's a gamer. He's got strong thumbs, Michael. Strong thumbs.
Wait. My son works at 7-Eleven, so he's constantly on his feet and he's constantly moving. So
you know what I love about you? You're an open book. It just flies out there.
Everyone knows where he works. I go to his store. I live stream in his store. I've done 7-Eleven scopes on.
No, I'm not talking about the 7-Eleven. I just love how you just right from the hip, bam, here it is. Yep, I'm serving this. You better like it.
Mark dropped out.
I know.
Yeah,
I knocked myself off.
He knocked himself off.
He was like, it was too much joy. This is just craziness. Yeah, or he got a call from somebody. Who knows?
There's a difference between knocking yourself off and knocking one off, apparently.
Yes, agreed. So listen, we always end the show. You know the show a little bit of gratitude. So I'm gonna let Space Gal. I knew you're doing a heart. Are we heart people?
I am. I'm hearting people. Mark says he loves Space Gal, and I just gave him a heart back.
Well, why'd you come at her like a bull in a china shop there at the beginning? It's a strange relationship. Reminds me of my dogs. They're smashing each other, next minute they're lying together. I'm like,
I know Mark a long time. He's been coming in my scopes since the beginning.
Yeah. So there's some forms of love and respect there. Is that what we're saying?
Of course.
Would you say Mark is a delicious cake, or is he just more like a pleasing donut?
I don't do sugar, so I avoid it at all risk.
I have a question. Alicia.
Yeah.
Why do I never get an invite onto your show? What's that?
Yes. Yeah. What's that all about?
You come in my streams?
I never get invite. Never.
Well, you got to come in, and then if you want to come up, just let me know.
Bless you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Everyone's more than welcome. The only time I do not, and I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. The only time I do not do invites is when I'm doing my launches and stuff like that, because I'm being monitored by NASA and by the 45th Space Force. That's the only time I won't have people live, because they're monitoring me, and I don't need to lose my stuff because of someone. That's the only time.
See, and the only time that I won't let people up is if I'm being monitored by the Pleiadian star system and the overlords. If they're watching me, and sometimes they'll say to me in my third eye, they'll say, "My God, is that space girl a delicious cake?" And I go, "You're right." I do.
Always watching.
I do. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
This is the voice of the Mr. Ons.
Yes. I love some. I'm going to admit this, but there's a guy named Cryon. You should look him up. And the guy who does Cryon is freaking so entertaining. If I could ever get him on Haps on a show, I would be like one of those fans going,
"Yeah, we're not worthy." Yeah.
I've got Cryon. And you're saying, well, what's Cryon? Cryon is a civilization of people from another galaxy that he channels.
Okay.
And when I was tearing up yesterday and thinking about delicious cake, and knowing about the booger in my nose, Cryan said in my third eye, "My God, Michael, are you blessed to be in this moment?" And I was okay. I held back the floodgates.
It made everything well with the world. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I got hearts like the Bieber thing from Space Scout, but I didn't get what you're grateful for. We always end the show that way.
Oh, what am I grateful for?
Yes.
I told you, always and first, my children.
Oh my Lord! Children. Wow, my
extended.
No, but it's just going crazy right now. Wow. Okay, we should maybe end it. Oh, my screen is going. See, you don't mention Cryan. That's what you do. Oh my God!
I just saw Randy trying to get in.
No, but it just
we don't see it on this side, so it's only on your computer then.
Right. Totally flipping out. The whole bottom is just flipping. Okay, thank you, everyone. I guess this is a notice that I do not mention Cryan. Sorry about that. The overlords.
I'm grateful for running water. I'm grateful for running water, being able to just turn the tap on and it's there.
I'm grateful for 2 days in a row of Space Scout. And Space Scout, make it quick before we blow up.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
That was brief. Goodbye.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.